Hi guys. So, not a great morning. Didn't look like there was too much going on. I know it's a Monday, so I made some money, but it is what it is. I'm sitting in front of Carrabba's, which is where my delivered order is being picked up in about 20 minutes. So I figured I'd come on here and just chat for a few minutes. I was wondering, does anybody do Coriel? I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Coriel. It's a app. I think it's a multi-function app. I think you can do things and make your own pricing, like moving people or errands for people or whatever, but there's also a catering part of it. I saw somebody mention it on Facebook one day, so I signed up. And last year at Christmas-ish time, I was with my husband. He was doing a delivered order in the city, and I got an emergency order from them. It was like $50 to go to something downtown. We were late from what they were expecting the order from. And I mean late, like probably over an hour late, because somebody had dropped it. Then I started seeing more drops every day on the app. And I'm like, I'm not sure why. It was a lot of food. I don't think it was a relish order. I think it was just a lot of food. And I thought $50, it wasn't going that far. It wasn't great, but it wasn't horrible. So I start looking at the app more and start seeing more orders by me on companies that I know that I've made relationships with, that when delivered, was doing your orders based on your location. I did this one company in particular almost every day. They had orders Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. They tipped $25 flat no matter what they ordered. But they were the nicest people, and I loved them. It was easy, in, out, super easy. It was probably one of the easiest companies to deliver to as far as quickness. I was in, I was out, I was done. So the $35 that delivered was paying me for that was fine. So come the beginning of this year, I see the same company offered for $18. Now, I understand that a lot of these other companies don't have the $10 base pay that Deliver does. That's part of the reason why I love them so much. I feel like they treat us the most fair out of all of the catering apps. So I'm like, $18. That's not even their tip. So they have these little buttons to push for not interested, interested, too far. Like, there's all these different options. And I think I hit the red one thinking that was not interested, but it gave it to me. So it must have been interested. So I screenshot it because I had to show my husband that I can't even believe that I know they tip $25. There's no doubt in my mind every order is a $25 tip. And to be paying you $18? So I screenshot it and I tried to cancel it. So I tried to chat them and no response. I tried calling them. No answer. And it said on there something about they don't answer the phone. So knowing that it was this company that I love, this woman who orders for them, I call Easy Cater to tell them, listen, I accidentally took this order. I can't take it. I can't cancel it. And I don't want it to be a last minute emergency order in the morning. And then this person gets screwed for her employees. He told me that's not an Easy Cater order. I'm like, it's not an Easy Cater order. Okay. I said, but it's a relish order. And he said, but it's not an Easy Cater order. I thought relish was Easy Cater. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's wrong. I don't know. But he told me that was not an Easy Cater order, so he couldn't help me. So I told him, I'm like, that's fine. I said, but if anybody happens to call because it's a relish order, I am not doing this order. I will try. I left them a message, whatever. So the next morning is when they finally took that order away from me and put it in for a emergency order. So I emailed them, or I chatted them, and I just said, listen, I tried doing this last night. She explained to me that there was nobody there. I said, could you just explain to me the pricing of this? Because I know that pricing is not correct. She told me they keep 70% of the fee, she said. I'm not sure what fee that is, but I say they tip $25, and she never answered me after that. So they admittedly are keeping part of the money that we're supposed to be making. Could it have been in the fine print of when I signed up for this? It could have been. I don't read those through with a magnifying glass because I assume that they're all the same. We get 100% of the tip. We do not. So if you do Coriel, maybe you know, if you're thinking about doing Coriel, I wouldn't do it. I strictly now keep the app because for some reason, they get all of the really good paying companies. I don't know why, but I keep it so that I know if they're getting them, I'm not going to get them on Zifty or on Delivered or, well, I don't really do Delivered that, but just so I know what kind of orders that I can possibly expect from the apps that I do. And I don't understand. I feel like they know something. They have something on somebody. Why are they getting all the good orders? But I don't even know why they keep getting them, because they keep getting dropped the day of. Or maybe like me, they tried to drop them the day before and nobody answered them. But these orders are going in these emergency orders, and I feel horrible. I was on an order one day, and the woman asked me, do I have both deliveries? And I said, no. I said, but I'm going to tell you, your other order, I did it for Delivered. The other one was for Coriel. I said, it got dropped. So they're trying to find somebody to do it for you. Like, that's not good. I feel horrible for these customers that are paying, and this one app is just, I don't know who they're hiring. I don't know who runs this thing. Why are they allowing these orders to go into emergency orders the day of? And when I say the day of, I'm talking like half hour before they're supposed to be delivered. And the restaurants and the drop-offs are not always very close. So they're definitely getting their food late. And B, why are they not paying us? I don't understand how somebody is allowed to do that. I know I live in Illinois, and I know DoorDash just had to pay out a bunch of people from here for, I think it was 2020 to 2021, 2022, that they were not paying them their correct tips. I don't get it. I worked in accounting. I don't understand how something coming in doesn't equal what is going out. It doesn't make sense to me. So, are they stealing tips? Is More Than Coriel stealing tips? I don't know. I know I have proof that Coriel is because they told me themselves that they keep 70% of the fee. What's the fee? I don't know. So let me know, do you guys believe that tips are being stolen? I know my husband does, but I'm always, what does he tell me? I'm puppies and rainbows. I like to see the good and not the bad. So I'm always the one who is defending, no, they can't. Because realistically, in my little brain here, you can't. If something comes in, it has to equal what's going out. So I don't understand. But if they are, how are they getting away with it? I get it that some people are being sued, or some states are suing them and getting compensation for their, although I did hear, I don't know if it's true, that if you took the compensation, DoorDash was deactivating you. I don't know. But I just don't understand how that is allowed. How do they get away with it? Anybody have more insight on this than me? I, of course, 100% of my heart don't believe that Delivered does that. Do I know 100%? No, I guess. But I don't think that they do. I think that they are the best paying catering app out there. But let me know your thoughts on Coriel, your thoughts on other apps possibly stealing your tips. It's just something to think about.